welcome back to my channel. This is Judy. So today I'm making some peanut butter cookies for Ed to take in his lunch. He kind of requested these, so I'm going to be using a recipe out of my Better Homes and Gardens new baking book. I mean, it's not new, but that's what it's called, the new baking book. It's got lots of good recipes in here, and it's got a really good peanut butter cookie recipe that I like, so that's what I'm going to go by. So I got my oven preheated to 375, and so let's get started. So the first thing I'm going to add is 1 stick of softened butter. Now I went ahead and melted this just a little bit in the microwave because it wasn't getting soft enough for me. So I'll put 1 stick of butter in here. Scrape that all out. All that real butter goodness. Okay. There we go. And we're going to use the whisk on this part first. And you want to, there goes my oven preheating. Whisk this up until it's nice. And you can use your electric mixer, hand mixer, or your KitchenAid. I'm just going to not get it out today. This is not too hard of a cookie dough to do. So, okay. That's nice and soft. Now I'm going to add the sugar that I'm using today is the Swerve sugar, the granulated Swerve, which is the white, and then they also came out with, this is kind of new, the brown, new to me, brown Swerve sugar, and this is what the recipe calls for, is granulated sugar and brown sugar, but it packs just like regular brown sugar, and it tastes wonderful. So that's the sugars, 1/2 cup of each. Let's use our whisk. Let me break this up here. And I'll probably eventually have to change to my wooden spoon, but let's see what we can do with the whisk first. Okay. Now to that, well, let's see, they said to add, I'm going to add the egg next. I have 1 large egg for my chickens. Scrape all that out of there. That beautiful yellow yolk from my girls. And 1 teaspoon of pure vanilla. I'm using the Watkins pure vanilla. It's my favorite. And we're going to whisk this together. There we go. Okay. Alright, now we're going to add the peanut butter. Now I'm just using regular peanut butter. You can use, natural peanut butter. I guess you could use almond butter, but my husband doesn't like that, so I'm just going to use my regular Jif peanut butter that he likes. Put that out there a minute. And we're adding 1/2 cup of the peanut butter. Scrape it in there. Peanut butter cookies are one of my favorite too. Okay. There's that. Scrape that off. Wipe my hands off here. Okay, we're going to use the spoon for this. Let's get this mixed in. It smells wonderful. That brown sugar, that Swerve brown sugar smells really good. Get all that incorporated, and we're going to add the flour. Okay, so let me set this aside a second. So in my bowl here I have 1 1/4 cups of all-purpose flour, and I have let's see, 1/2 a teaspoon of baking soda, which is over here, and 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder. And we're going to whisk that up a little bit. Find my other little whisk. Just to incorporate those baking sodas and powders. There we go. Excuse me. I've been outside with my chickens all morning, letting them run around, get some fresh air. So we're just going to incorporate part of it at a time. And then what we're going to do, we're going to roll these in balls and bake. It says to roll them in granulated sugar. I might do a few of them with that swerve and see how they turn out. I'm not going to do them all like that. That's incorporating pretty easy. Just going to put the rest of it in there. Okay. Stir this up without getting flour everywhere. Smells really good. Looks like peanut butter. And I think I'm going to throw in some mini chocolate chips just to change it up a little bit. But I'll have to get those because I don't have them out. So I will be back in just a second. Okay, the brand mini chips I'm using is, what's it enjoy like? It's Nestle's, semi-sweet, and they're the little mini chips. Oh, there's a coupon on there I didn't even see before. All right, so we're gonna mix these up. I'm using almost a third cup. That should be plenty for this batch of cookies. Just get it all incorporated. And I think I'm going to set it in the refrigerator because it's in the 60s today. It's kind of warm in here in my kitchen. And they probably will roll better if I put them in the fridge for a few minutes. Let's break this spoon off. Smells really good. Okay, I will bring you back when it's ready to roll them out. Okay, I've let the peanut butter cookie dough chill for about 15 minutes. I think that's kind of long enough. Now we're going to roll, about an inch in size. Yeah, that's good to roll. And I'm going to do a few in the granulated swerve sugar, just like that. So I'm just taking a teaspoon and when it feels right in my hand here. So here's the swerve. Let's roll it in that. Just in case Ed doesn't like it, I'm not going to do them all like that because they're basically for him. Not saying I won't eat a few, but we'll just do 3. It coats it well. It stays on there. Okay. I'm not sure. And then the rest I'm just going to do in regular granulated sugar. It's really, really good with the little mini chocolate chips in there. Just going to roll it in the regular sugar, just like that, about 2 inches apart. Like I said, my oven's preheating to 375, and we're going to take a fork before we put them in there and crisscross them down a little bit. Kind of spread them out a little bit. Smells wonderful. Okay. All right. The recipe said that you'll get, let's see, approximately 36 cookies. I guess depends on the size you make them. It's a beautiful day here in Arkansas. It's supposed to be 60-some degrees. It's really windy, which is great because it's going to dry up all that rain, mud mess it made. Okay. I think I can I'll put some right there. Maybe just 2 there. Okay. 1 there. Trying to keep them uniform, but you know, I'm not a perfect. There we go. Rinse my hands off. The sugar. Okay, let's take a fork, and we're going to do our crisscross this way and crisscross that way, just like peanut butter cookies are supposed to look. And like I said, they're not going to be perfect looking, but they're going to taste pretty darn good. Okay. A couple more. And then we're going to bake them, like I said, in a 375 degree oven So 7 to 9 minutes, but I'll check them at 7, and that's what I want them to burn. Okay, here we go. Into the oven, and I'll bring you back when I take them out. And I thought I'd show you while the peanut butter cookies are baking. I'm going to be making some stock, chicken stock, chicken and turkey mixed bones I've been freezing. I've been doing it for several days now, and I've got about 14 jars canned of broth. And I have just a few more bags left to finish doing, but it's really good. I've been putting them on my shelf. I got a new shelf. I'll have to show you that once I get it ready. There were an extra space to put more canning goods and stuff up there, but I got fresh rosemary out of my garden. Well, it grows all year here in Arkansas, so it's about 5 years old, and it's a huge rosemary plant, and I just love it. And then I put some little mini carrots in there, and just water, a little bit of salt. I'm not putting a whole lot in there because the chicken, whatever falls off the bone, my dogs are going to get, so I don't want to put anything in there that, you know, that could harm them. No onions, anything like that, so. But they love it. It's just extra on their food, and they're spoiled rotten. Okay, well, let's get back to the cookies, and then we'll see how they turn out. Okay, the peanut butter chocolate chip cookies are finished. It took about 9 minutes, just like the recipe said, for them to get kind of golden color. But I want to show you the difference. Like these, I did regular granulated sugar. I don't know if you can kind of see how they sparkle. And then the swerve sugar just kind of looks like it just melted right in. It's like I didn't put anything on there. So that's the difference with that. Now we're going to break one open. I'm going to set those to the side. Well, actually, set this. We're going to break one open, and just to see the consistency. Well, they're kind of crisp. There's some chocolate chips in that one. I'm going to try a little bite here. Tastes just like a peanut butter cookie. The texture is just a little bit different than your regular using granulated sugar. Regular brown sugar, so pretty good actually. We'll see if Ed can tell the difference. I think I'm going to go ahead and make another batch using regular sugars in it instead of the swerve, just to see if he can tell the difference. And but they're very good. They're very tasty, and with a glass of milk, good stuff. Okay, well, I appreciate you watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. And my next video coming up, I'm going to be showing my pantry, or not pantry, but my spare room with my extra shelves for my canning goods and stuff. But thanks for watching, and have a good night. Bye.